Hello guys, this is your friend Jerry, your friend, your brother, your mentor, your coach, your personal advisor, and your follower. Today I want us to look at Bitnest smart contract, right? And I want us to verify all the claims being made by the Bitnest community, saying it's been in existence for so long, for over 2 years. They have this amount of liquidity, and the contract being renounced, it is safe. Let's delve into this, but before we do, here is what you expect in this video, right? We're going to verify each and every claim by Bitnest community about this smart contract through 3 independent sources or bodies. Our first up is going to be on the smart chain, right? Guys, we are going to be on the BNB smart chain to confirm this contract, its creation, the owner of the contract, and how long it's been in existence. Secondly, we'll also go to Pancake Swap to confirm if indeed this smart contract is kind of, or this community is kind of involved in a certain business dealings, right? We would like to, that will give us the proof of their business. We'll check from Pancake Swap if indeed they recognize this body as one of the liquidity pool providers doing business on their platform legitimately or not, right? Then lastly, we'll head straight to DeFi to verify all these claims all over again, and also look at the security aspect of the smart contract. You ready? Okay, let's go. So first of all, let's hit straight to BNB smart chain, and then let's do our findings together. I want this video to be very brief. I can go on and on and on about this, but then here we go. Okay, so on the BNB scan, we are looking at first of all, let's scroll down and check few things. Let's start with the age since this contract was deployed. You can see for a fact that this contract has been deployed 757 days from today. And of course, if 365 days makes a year, obviously this contract is about 2 years old, right? Okay, let's go back and also confirm one more thing from smart chain. How much liquidity or how much funds are held in this contract? How much money is locked up in this contract currently as we speak? This is $24 million locked up in this smart contract. Guys, it is important we pay attention to these figures: the date, the amount, the contract address. Guys, please, the contract address right here. Sorry. The contract address right here. Take particular notice of all the links we'll be visiting, because this is the smart contract we are looking at. Okay, now let's also check something from before we go. I want this video to be very, very brief because we have a lot to discuss. Let's see their recent transactions ongoing, if indeed it's a really busy smart contract and you can see a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, transactions going on in and out of this smart contract. What transaction are they specifically? Don't worry, we'll know as we go on. So we've been able to establish that one, this smart contract contains about $24 million, right? And we've been also able to confirm that this smart contract has been in existence for over 757 days. This is what Smart Chain is saying. Actually, we can go on and even check the contracts and all the details of the contract, but that will make this video a bit longer. So all these things will be summarized on DeFi Scan when we get there. Now, with this confirmed, there's one more thing too we also need to pay attention to when it comes to where the smart contract was deployed from. You see, it says that it's from Pancake Swap pool, right? So if the contract is actually deployed from Pancake Swap pool as one of their DEX tools, then we have to go back to Pancake Swap to confirm if indeed this contract is recognized on their platform, and also if indeed they are into business, right? I'm taking it slow so you follow through until things heat up. Now, with this said and done, that takes us to our next stop. In our next stop, we're going to Pancake Swap to actually, there's a way to go about this, but because the pools are many, I am looking out for, okay, just a minute, there's no need confusing you. First of all, let's look at the content of this account, the tokens it boasts of. We have USDC here. I'm coming. We have USDT, the BEP20, and we also have the USDC BEP20. So in other words, we are talking about USDT DT, right, slash USDC. This is C, right? Okay, these are the contents of this particular contract, or these are the tokens contained in this contract. Now let's go back to Pancake Swap, and then let's confirm what we have seen already on the Binance chain. Remember, this is blockchain we are talking about here. What is A will forever remain A. Cannot be edited, cannot be altered, cannot be manipulated. What you see is what prevails, right? So now we have just switched from the Binance chain coming to Pancake Swap to look at their contract. Now, this is also confirming one thing to us here, that of course the smart contract contains $24 million, guys, and $16 million is in USDT, while $7.6 million is in USDC. Did we see that on the smart chain? I'm sure we did. Let's confirm again. I want you to pay attention. I'm being this slow so we can all grasp what the essence of what I'm doing. So yes, here is the confirmation, right? $16 million in USDT, $7.6 million in USDC. Awesome. Now let's also go back to that same zone to see if indeed transactions are ongoing. And there you have them. 1 minute ago, recently, which means it's less than a minute recently. This is another proof of business. Now, to make things easier for you, you can easily search what it means to be a liquidity provider on Pancake Swap, and what benefits, especially financial benefits, do you derive from being a liquidity provider. Then you understand where some of your earnings come from in Bitnest. Remember, I am not here to validate or approve or suggest or recommend, I just want us to keep an open mind. Let's understand what we have here. At the end of my presentation, you should be able to make your informed decision, right? All this has been confirmed from two independent sources. Now it's time to go back to the security house, where majority of our conversation is going to be. You see how calm, slow, and easy I'm taking it, not under any pressure. I just want you to grab every single aspect of what I'm talking about. So, apart from CERTIK that verified this contract and came out to certify that yes, this smart contract is solid. Of course, based on which we already have the CERTIK report. I don't want to even go to the CERTIK report. I want us to take an independent approach to their smart contract again. So let's go to DeFi and verify some of these claims. Is the contract really renounced? If yes, is there no chances of coming back somewhere? Are there not traps, codes, conditions in there that will still hand everything over to the owner? Come with me. Let's go to DeFi. Of course, those of you who know DeFi and what they do, I have so much respect for DeFi when it comes to inspecting or auditing smart contracts. So you can go to defi.d.fi and just scan around or search for a particular smart contract. So there's a search box here. You put your smart contract in there and then you search for it, right? I want to make this video shorter, so I prepared all these steps ahead so I don't consume much of your time while explaining what we have here. Today I'm in a slow mode. I want everybody to understand. So the scan is ongoing. In a bit it should be ready. It should be ready in a bit. It takes a while to scan because of the lengthy nature of the code. It will take time to scan each and every aspect of this code and come out with its finding. So let me pause for a minute until the finding is over. Then we look at what they actually found, right? I'll be right back. Okay guys, the findings are out, and before we look into, or we look deeper into it, here's another confirmation of the pair we are talking about. So we are still talking about USDT and USDC, right? Good. Now let's go deeper into their ratings. Now the smart contract has been rated given a security or safety score of 83%. Guys, 83%. But why 83% and not 100%? What's wrong? What could be the problem? Maybe let's go on. Now, before we even delve into why, let's also confirm another thing here. Now, this smart contract was deployed on Tuesday. Here you have it. Tuesday, 11th of April 2023. And it is exactly 2 years, 16 days as of today, the 28th of April 2025. It is exactly 2 years, 16 days. So, all the claims about this contract being in existence for more than 2 years has been verified and confirmed, not by Jerry, but by all these separate entities. The Binance blockchain, Pancake Swap, and now DeFi. Right? Perfect. Let's move on. Now, of course, we all know the contract address earlier. Just so we all understand, I'm still talking about the same contract and not different contract. We all saw the address earlier. You can go back, scroll back to this video, and check the smart contract. Now, here is another very crucial aspect of what we have here. Owner is unknown. Now, if you pick any smart contract to scan and it shows you a certain owner wallet or a certain address saying this is the owner of the contract, it means that the owner of that particular wallet can have access to the contract at hand, and do whatever he wishes to do with it. Right? Awesome. Now, let's go deep into their findings. Now, this is an issue they found on their smart contract. It says that they saw that the token pair, which is the USDT, USDC, used a not standard, pair interface. Now, so from their findings, they have one issue with this smart contract, and that has to do with a non-standard, the use of non-standard token pair interface, right? So, per my explanation during the Zoom last time, there are 4 token pairs or tokens that I know are considered as non-standard tokens for smart contracts. However, I think let's do this together. Let's hit the search bar and look for non-standard okay. So I'm going to pick non-standard ERC token pairs, right? Let's see what those tokens are. Now, these are the list of tokens mentioned here. Please pay attention to this. We have basic attention token, which is BAT. We also have the hobby token, and then CUSDC, right? Do you see USDC contained in this language? I will explain what that means later, but let's go back to the video, and this is the reason why they feel that USDC stroke USDT is not a standardized token. But however, What effect does it have on the smart contract? We'll find out. Where we want to see most, or to talk about more, is first of all, let's look at the key successful past areas. 1. Let's talk about no vulnerable withdrawals functions found. What it means is that the owner of this contract has not inputted any code that could make the smart contract vulnerable to withdrawals, unintended withdrawals, right? Secondly, there's another thing that we got a check mark for, which says no re-entry found. No re-entry risk found. Creator of this contract does not have conditions in this contract to make it possible for them to re-enter after they had renounced the smart contract. You understand? Then, no logs detected. Fair enough. Verified source code found. Another very crucial thing or discovery here is contracts cannot be upgraded. The Bitnest loop and its current state of operation cannot be upgraded by the creators of the contract. What it means is that tomorrow they can't wake up and say, well, I think the 24% you are enjoying every 28 days is too much, and we want to bring it down because they feel numbers are coming through. I'm afraid that feature is not possible, right? They also saw that there are no ERC20 approval vulnerabilities found. I'll be pointing out the key areas we need to pay attention to. Now, it says contract owner cannot abuse ERC approvals. There are smart contract owners who renounce their contract but still have the ability to abuse these approvals. If withdrawals will go through, let me approve. If this wallet can withdraw, let me approve. There is no such thing found in this code. Guys, these are not my words. These are the findings of DeFi. Right? Now, no blocking loops found. Another very crucial thing, wallets cannot be, blacklisted from any specific contract functions. So if you're a big player thinking that, well, they are just paying these people because they put in some few bucks, and that when you come in big, they are going to blacklist your wallet from receiving, no such feature is found here. Now, no functionality can be paused by the contract owner, including withdrawal. No functionality of this contract can be paused. They can't come and say, guys, we need to go for upgrade and we need to pause something for anything. And those funny lines they drop each time they want to pull the plug. Such things do not exist in this contract. I need you to make your own decisions. I am just explaining what this means, all this mean to you, right? Now, no suspicious liquidity pool token approval found. No approval restrictions found. No vulnerable owner functions found. If you have a smart contract with vulnerable owner functions, it makes the whole contract vulnerable to him. Each time he feels like, let me abuse this function, the entire smart contract becomes a mess. Right? Now, no retrievable ownership found. And for me, this is the biggest deal of all. There are people who can renounce their contracts. They can renounce their smart contracts, but put in a clause that this thing I'm renouncing, I'm only renouncing it for the next 90 days. And at the end of the 90 days, the ownership should be returned to my wallet or to my address. And so that is how they come to you and say, well, we have renounced the contract. I've renounced the smart contract. Hooray, everybody is excited. People are pumped. They put in money. The next moment, something funny happens. Then you keep asking, but the smart contract was renounced. I checked it. I saw it. It was renounced. How was it paused all of a sudden? Why was the plugs pulled? Were the plugs pulled? Sorry. It is because of features like this. Of course, devs will not come and explain all these features to you, but they do have these features which they use to exploit us. Let's boss on. No mixer utilized by the contract deployer. No previous scams by the contract owner or the wallet owner. So whoever deployed this contract, his entire existence on the blockchain, his wallet has not been involved in any scam. Guys, I'm not the one saying it. These aren't my words. These are the findings of an independent body, not Jerry. Let's go on. I'm looking for another very important feature here. Now, smart contract is very intact, not self-destructed, ensuring continuity and functionality. Guys, this feature simply means that this contract has not been built in such a way that when you reach maybe this number of days, distract yourself, or you should self-destruct. It is built to continue as long as we keep engaging it. It ensures continuity. So you are asking, can they last for the next 1 month? Jerry, do you think they can last for the next 20 days? Guys, I am not God. What I can speak to are these security assurances or measures that has been put in place. And then more and more of this. So you take it as an exam that this smart contract needed to pass how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And out of 25, DeFi say yes to 24. They only say they disapprove the usage of USDT, USDC pair. And of course, these are not tokens owned by Bitnest community. We all know USDT. USDT is not the problem, but USDC, we all know these are tokens widely traded across all exchanges, stable coins. So based on this, I'll advise you to look at the claims again and then make an informed decision. Guys, stay tuned to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be coming up with periodic educational content. If you find this useful, please hit the like button. Share with your friends. Help my channel to grow, because I am back to do what I normally do best, to have decent discussions with you. And of course, yes, you have anything to say about what I said, you disagree with me on some areas, feel free, drop your comments on the channel. Let's have decent and educative conversation, because those are the kind of conversations that attract me. Bad energy, I am so allergic. So thank you for watching, and I'm sorry for taking this long, but I had to slow down, make sure we all grasp what I mean, areas I want you to look at, and then make your decision. So at the end of this video, I want to ask you, do you finally think or really think that the Bitnest smart contract is solid? Is it a risk worth taking? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much.